Okay, so why are evals so important? Why does Human Loop focus on this so much? Well, fundamentally, LLM agents and applications aren't just the model, right? They're complicated systems. You have the core LLM, but then you also have, if you're building RAG systems, the data source and the way you chunk the documents. If you're building agents, you have the choice of all the different tools. You have the actual prompt template. Maybe there's some control flow that's kind of governing how the agent works. It's not crazy complicated, but there are enough design decisions that if you don't have a good way of measuring performance, it becomes very hard to actually make the system robust or to improve it over time, right? You're trying to choose like, which of the models should I use? Do I use OpenAI? Do I use Claude? Do I use something open source? What should the prompt template be? Like, what's the right way to construct the context? What are my tool definitions? And because every time you run these systems, you get different answers, because it's subjective to evaluate, without good measurement in place, without good evaluation, it's very easy as a team to spin your wheels and not make any progress on actually improving these things. And the other reason why evals is so important is that I think with Gen AI development, even more so than normal software development, machine learning development, the speed of iteration is really what determines your success. And when you're building software in general, you'll often have a very clearly defined spec and you'll work against that. Whereas I think with Gen AI applications, the teams who do best build an end-to-end version, an MVP version of their product very quickly, and then they iterate on all of those components that we saw in that diagram before. They iterate on the prompt templates, on the tool definitions, on how they do their chunking for RAG. And after each iteration, you need to get quantitative feedback on, did I actually improve this or not, if you're going to actually improve the system. And so giving you the right tools to be able to iterate quickly and get feedback in a development loop that involves evals is kind of the core of what we've been trying to help teams do and what we think is critical to success. And so we call it eval-driven development.